Alright, today we're doing butter bean and prawn scampi. I love this combination. Please go to foodwishes.com if you want all the ingredients and the story and the details and some jokes and some other free giveaways. Well, there's no free giveaways. But anyway, go to the website and you'll know what we put in here. That's a pound of peeled and deveined shrimp. I got a jar of butter beans. I love butter beans. You don't use them a lot, but we're going to use them today. We got some Spanish paprika. That's the sweet kind, not the hot kind. I have half a lemon. I'm going to juice that. A couple tablespoons of olive oil. A couple tablespoons of butter, unsalted, as usual. Some chopped parsley. It's about half a bunch. I don't know, about a third of a cup. And we got some garlic there. A couple cloves of that. And let's get going. But first, let me make a point here. You got to have really dry shrimp. When you thaw your shrimp, usually they're really wet and coated with water, and people try to fry these wet shrimp. And you know what you get? Boiled shrimp. We don't want boiled shrimp. We want seared shrimp. So make sure you dry them off with a paper towel really well. I'm going to pour half the olive oil over. And I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of my delicious imported Spanish paprika. Do not buy the cheap brown giant 4-pound jug paprika from the mega store. Go to a spice store. Alright, so toss that together, olive oil, the shrimp, and the paprika. The paprika, easy for me to say, gives it a really, really nice color when we sear it, and a really nice little hint of a sweet flavor. So there we go. Our shrimp are prepped. We're going to put a pan, non-stick, just regular stainless steel pan on high. Now, I'm not going to put this lemon juice in the pan. I just want to show you. Squeeze your lemon ahead of time. It's about 2 tablespoons, and you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of water to it. Okay? So just save that for later. But do that ahead of time, because by the time you try to grab your lemon and you try to squeeze it, it's too late. Into the incredibly hot pan that's been on high for about 5 minutes, I'm going to put my tablespoon of olive oil that I had left over and my pound of shrimp. Now, for a pan that size, which I think is a 12-inch pan, pound of shrimp is just about going to fit. All right, if you got a small pan or a lot of shrimp, you got to do batches. So there we go. We're going to sear these, and I'm not going to do any, cutaways. This is going to be real time here. We're going to sear these on high for about 30-40 seconds, and I want to get a nice, just beautiful rust color on those. So I'm just going to let them sit, and I'm going to make you watch shrimp in a pan for a few seconds. See that? Shrimp. All right. Then, after about 30-40 seconds, give them a little mix. Now, I did the fancy, chef flip it thing just to annoy people that can't do that. You just use your tongs or spatula and just move them around. It's not a big deal. Am I better because I can flip it? Yes. All right, but you don't have to. Now, to that, you're going to add your chunk of butter, a couple tablespoons, put it right in the middle, and make sure it's touching the pan. And then your garlic. Now, the pan is on high. It's very hot. There is a chance that garlic can burn, so that's why I'm going to put it right next to the cold butter. See, that kind of cools things down. And you're going to give that a swirl, and we're going to give that a nice little mix, and then we're going to add the rest of our ingredients, and we're going to be done in seconds. This is such a fast, easy, delicious dish. Perfect. You come home, you're tired, you don't want something that's going to take an hour. This is just a great dish. All right, so the butter melted, the garlic starting to sizzle. We're going to add our 1 jar of butter beans and our lemon and water mixture. Again, that's about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, fresh, 2 tablespoons of water. You can see at the bottom of the pan how it's bubbling. See, now I don't have any danger of any garlic burning or anything bad happening. And we're just about done. All right, so give that a mix, maybe give it 10-15 seconds. And then we're going to add our parsley and turn off the heat. So the parsley goes in. I know it looks like a lot of parsley, but it is one of the key factors to this dish. Turn your heat off. All right, the pan's still very hot, so you don't have to worry about anything getting cold. And that is so delicious. The only thing we're missing here is a little bit of salt. I don't like to salt the shrimp first. I think it draws the water out. So I'm going to put a nice big pinch of salt in here, maybe half a teaspoon or so, and give it a mix. If you want to put red pepper flakes in, very popular, cayenne, but the juice of this is just incredible. It's just the garlic and the lemon, the parsley, and then dish it up. Beans, shrimp, and or prawns. The size depends on if you call them a prawn or a shrimp. I think these are actually prawns because they're a certain size. I don't know. I'm not going to Google it. I call them shrimp. I call them prawns. Ladle over some of that delicious juice. Of course, couple triangles of toasted Italian bread to soak it up. What a delicious dinner. Put a little green salad next to it, and you're in heaven. All right, those butter beans. They get their name for the bean has this incredible buttery texture. They're a nice large bean. I like big beans, and I cannot lie. That was an old Sir Mix-a-Lot joke. Big beans, delicious prawns seared, just the right amount of garlic. Some people do white wine. If you do white wine, don't do the lemon, but it's the same recipe, but a little bit of acid. I used lemon this time. Fresh parsley, again, I said, is key. You got to try this. It's unbelievable. Anyway, go to the site, get all the rest of the details, and you will really, really, I think, like this recipe. Anyway, enjoy.